G'day, it's Denadon here and welcome back to World of Warships. In this time I'm showing a replay from a battle I had in the USS Arizona, which you can see here is a battleship. More specifically, it is perhaps one of the most famous battleships, namely because of the fact that, well, it got kind of blown up at Pearl Harbor and is still a memorial there, you know. Unfortunate for all the sailors involved. But yes, in game we can pretend the Arizona wasn't destroyed at the start of World War II in the Pacific, and we can see how she might actually fare in battle. So here's the teams. You can see there's two carriers on either side. It's a mixed tier match, but you know, we're pretty good here. You know, we're in a decent spot. The Arizona performs quite well. It's in the same tier as the Fuso and the New Mexico, so you know, we're in a good spot. But anyway, the start of the match is pretty slow, so it takes a while to get into position. The Arizona is fairly slow. It is, you know, an American standard type battleship, so your maximum speed is 21 knots, which is, I don't know, let's say less than stellar. But yeah, anyway, as he is sailing in here, we can see, this is where I was actually trying to accelerate the recording in the replay, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. Turns out you've actually got to use the greater than, less than symbols, which it wasn't accepting at that immediate moment in time. So I was just fiddling around trying to figure out how to get the camera to work. And then these jumps are where you actually tap it. It doesn't do a smooth acceleration, which I'm not a fan of. Unfortunately, it like just does a jump which looks like an edit. But yeah, so we see here we've got a Dunkirk, we've got a Kirov, and we got quite a few other ships, a Bayern and like I said, the Dunkirk. The Dunkirk was added recently into the game. It is also a tier 6, but it is a French battle cruiser. It has 13-inch guns in two quad turrets, I should say, at the bow, and that is it for its main guns. It is very fast. It does about 28-29 knots, but its armor, being typical battlecruiser in the British style, is, well, it doesn't protect you very well at all. So really you have to be careful with this particular ship, just to make sure your positioning is well. And as we will see later in the video, this player didn't really get the idea of positioning very well. The German battleship, the Bayern on the other hand, is one that's been added since I last did a video in World of Warships, and in fact the entire German battleship tree has been added since the last video. The Bayern is, well, it's basically a brawler like the rest of the ships. It is one of the World War I designs that was actually built, which is always nice. I like having real designs, and it looks quite nice as well. Another jump edit looking fast acceleration there. But you'll see I haven't actually been able to get into position to fire for much of this match. There's the Dunkirk firing, so I line up a shot here to get some revenge on him, because, well, you can see here our team has also sort of mixed in where we've gone, but so have they by the look of it. A lot of them went west, so I'm trying to counter that. We have a quick zoom in here where I went to have a look and see what the ships, because obviously I could do this in a replay, I can't do this in the match. Nice seeing the salvo of my shells coming there, splashing along his sides, 2 rebounds and 1 actual penetration. Yeah, the Dunkirk, I got one there, a gorgeous looking ship. They're actually my favourite, second favourite battlecruiser design after the HMS Hood, which hopefully we will get in the game one day. But you can see we've got some national identity markings on it in the French flag painted on the turrets, which is a nice touch. But you can see right here, he turns broadside to 3 of our ships, exposing that quite thin belt armour. So he gets a nasty hit there from me, even with an overpen. I'm not exactly sure who he was aiming at this point in time. I think he was trying to go after the destroyer that was on our team. But in any case, he really overextended here. I mean, with the Dunkirk, you kind of want to keep some land protecting your sides if possible. Or if not, just hiding, you know, keeping your bow angled towards him. Not bow on necessarily, but just at an angle So here I come firing just as he turns broadside, and bam, Citadel, and he's destroyed with a nice explosion there. And so we've got to have a look at the other ships coming in here. The Bayern is sort of creeping slowly forwards, but then it's the time for the cruiser, the Budioni? I can't actually, pronounce that. But yeah, him, the Italian-style Russian cruiser, he comes in charging at me. He sets me ablaze. So I'm quite close to him. I said I'll just point my bow at him. I know he has torps, and I assume he's going to use them. I was, to be fair, expecting to kind of go down at this point, because when a cruiser with torpedoes charges you in a slow battleship, there's not a lot you can do about it. So here's my firing. I get some nasty hits on him. As you can see here, he's set me on fire again. I try to turn into his torps, but my turning rate isn't fast enough, so I take all three of them there. Nasty hit, but I set my repair off. You see my secondaries blazing away as my main guns reload. He's trying to swing around now so that he can bring his other torps to bear. As you can see, he's very low, and there he goes. I think my main guns got him in the end, but you see I got a few torp hits, or not torp hits, main battery and secondary hits. He got the torp hits on me, rather. And you can see here I'm dead in the water basically at quite a slow speed, which isn't really what you want to do. And yeah, that Bayern revealed himself at just the wrong time, and he took a salvo from me as well. So with his low HP, he's gone down. So that is 3 ships down with my semi-reckless charge. You can see I kind of overextended myself, hence I got kind of punished for it. But at the same time, I feel I was able to contribute to the team in some manner by, taking out 3 ships. So the rest of the battle kind of plays out pretty regularly. I mean, not a lot happens, because by this point the enemy team is either on the retreat or on the other side of the map, and being an American type battleship, I can't actually catch up to them in any way. So yeah, we go on to win the match, and I'll just show the result here, although I can't actually do that. You can see with these edits, you're not missing anything. And yeah, so that was an interesting battle there. Fire on this carrier just to try and get a few hits on him. I was hoping to finish him off, even though I had AP loaded. And when the salvo lands, you see, it does decent, nice hit on him. There you go, about 14k worth of damage. And so yeah, overall I finished the match with that 69k worth of damage, which is decently high for me. I'm not very good in battleships. But anyway, that was World of Warships, a match in the premium battleship, the USS Arizona. Safe sailing.